Hey, so I wanted to talk a little bit about how I found doTERRA and what kind of led me to this path of sharing oils and really putting myself out there in this space of social networking and just sharing oils. So first things first, I kind of grew up in a home where we had two types of parents. So one of my parents was very natural minded. My mom, she was so natural minded. She always wanted to choose a homeopathic way. She wanted to choose a natural solution when we were sick or when we weren't doing well. And my dad, on the other hand, was very anti-natural choices. So he knew over-the-counter medicines, and that's what he would turn to. So as kids, we kind of had this battle going on of natural solutions versus, the over-the-counter known choices. And as I started to grow older and make my own choices, I found myself choosing those known things, those over-the-counter options. Things like ibuprofen for pain, things like Pepto-Bismol or Pepsid for stomach discomfort, Benadryl for my allergies, those kind of things. I was choosing more and more. And I really started to have some adverse reactions to some of those medications. And it ended up causing me to kind of put a halt on all of it, and for a long time just choose to deal with the pain and discomfort that I was having because of the adverse reactions that I would have to medicines that I would take for those things. So on down the road a little bit, I became a mom, I started having kids, and making choices for my own family as far as health and wellness, and I turned right back to those over-the-counter things. When I saw my child in discomfort and I didn't know what to do, I went to the things that I knew, the over-the-counter medicines. So yes, that they worked, but I had no idea what they were doing to his stomach lining and some of the things that were coming up as a result of using those over-the-counter medicines. So my second kid comes around and he didn't respond to any of it. All the things that had worked for my first kid didn't work for my second kid. So when teething happened, nothing was working. When, he was uncomfortable stomach-wise, the stuff wasn't working. And we just prayed a lot. And he was able to get through that phase. And it took a lot of grace, and I was, really frustrated and didn't know what to do, but I knew that the medicines weren't working. So again, similar to what we did with myself, we just kind of cut it off because we knew it wasn't working. By the time my third kid came around, I felt like my heart was more open to a different choice. We'd found that certain things we could handle just from a more natural perspective, making better choices, putting more fiber in my son's diet, the one that had some stomach troubles, and we were seeing some results. And because of that, when doTERRA found me, I was really open to learning more and trying something different. So the first oil that I ever tried was a sample of Digestion, which is the digestive blend from doTERRA. And we used it on my oldest son who had some irregularity, and it worked almost immediately. We continued to use it until that little vial was gone, and it was consistent results. So I wanted to get more. I wanted to learn more about the oils and figure it all out. Now, at this time, I had a now 2-month-old when I found oils for the first time. And I won't say that we haven't given him medicine, but we've chosen to choose oils first. And if the oils don't work, then that's when we moved to the medicine. And time after time, these oils have proven to work. So whether it's stomach discomfort, whether it's teething discomfort, whether it's, elevated temperature, we turn to the oils and they work every time. So there have been times where in my ignorance of not knowing what the oils could do, I've chosen the medicine. But I always go back after that situation and I find out how I could handle it differently with oils. And it's really changed the way that we handle things. I'm starting to see a shift in our home where we're choosing the natural option first. And as a mom, that's been super empowering because I know that I'm giving my kids something that is going to be helping support their body to heal itself, and that they are going down a different path than I went. So I'm changing the cycle of the way that my family handled healthcare prior to, my kiddos, and I'm changing the story for what's going forward. And that's been really empowering as a mom. So that's what doTERRA has done for me and my family.